I saw this opportunity to think about it from the perspective of leadership, from the perspective of public health, and to really be able to combine that with my clinical duties and clinical role to be able to have more impact on the lives of underserved populations.
I know that I can actually make my career anything I want it to be, whether it's a combination of policy and practice, whether it's public health and practice, whether it's all policy, all public health, all academic medicine. It's really up to me.
It really aligned with what my values are and what I wanted to do with my career. And I looked at it as the next step in taking what I know in medicine and in clinical practice and bring it to a system level.
First, I will say that one of the things that I have learned in the fellowship is to value myself. I have become more confident.
Certainly, there are things that we learn in the classroom, and that's great, right? Because it's part of the fellowship. You do get a master's of public health, and that's fantastic. But that's not the jewel, right, of the program. The jewel is the people you meet.
So I began the fellowship in 1997. We were the second class, and I would say that, to a large degree, we were pioneers in this work and had a chance to really try to fulfill Joan's vision of empowering minority healthcare professionals with leadership skills, and then prepare us to really engage in all aspects of healthcare leadership. The orientation we received in 1 year on just the healthcare landscape, NIH, CDC, Capitol Hill, foundations. What you're able to get in 1 year, I think, often out of the fellowship, oftentimes can take someone 10 years to get.
I remember Dr. Joe Betancourt had come in to St. Louis. He was meeting with a group that we had called Residents and Fellows Diversity Initiative that I was a part of. And he was a guest speaker. Well, toward the end of his remarks, he brought up the Commonwealth Fund Fellowship that he was an alumni of. And he talked about how much he learned, the experience he had in meeting with leaders across the globe, how that influenced his career. And I said, my God, he is speaking to me right now. I'm a strong believer that iron sharpens iron. But what I very quickly learned is that this really is a family, and we really did sharpen each other. And our differences only made us stronger, but truly I felt like we were all moving in the same direction. And we helped each other grow up.
So I learned so much in the fellowship through my courses, through discussions with Dr. Joan Reed and Alvin Landry. But my interactions with my co-fellows, I feel like we challenged each other so much in such a great way. And I learned so much from them. And I continue to learn so many things from them too, because we're still in touch.
I'm the first person in my family to graduate high school, to go off to college, to be able to have a lot of privileges and resources that allows me to be where I am. And I think certainly one of the key aspects of leadership is looking at what is possible and what's not possible. And I think for a lot of young leaders coming from different backgrounds, being able to see people that resemble you in any way, for a lot of people, it's racial, ethnic, cultural, is really impactful because it tells you that it's possible. Being able to see leaders that resemble you tell you that you can also be a leader.
It just carries forward this network of people and a vision that will impact your career forever. And even now, having completed the fellowship so long ago, on a daily basis, there are fellowship lessons that I go back to and I just say, okay, how are we taught to do this? This is what we would do. And I feel so confident in my leadership because of all those lessons. By far, it was the biggest year of professional growth in my life, entire professional life. And I did the fellowship 16 years ago. And I will still say that because I think there were so many lessons, so many challenges during that year, so much growth just within, our leadership, within our fellows, within the people we interacted with.
Now more than ever, we need your skills. We need you. And you know what? If you don't think you have the skills, this is what the fellowship is here for, to prepare you. This is a lifetime opportunity. And once in a lifetime opportunity, actually, I should say, to be exposed to national experts, to be exposed to a huge network of mentors who, like you, are interested in health equity, in achieving health equity.
We have, as a collective group, been positioned and ready for this moment. And I think we've added our voice and our leadership to this moment in all the different areas we touch.
There's not a day that I am not thankful for meeting Dr. Joan Reed and the impact that she and the entire team of the fellowship have. I'm extremely grateful to that.
I feel, privileged and humbled and honored to be where I am. I could not have done it without the fellowship.